Hey everybody, Mike from Hyperspace Props here, and today I want to show off our brand new Raise the Stakes Sabacc expansion deck. This will provide items, bounties, and role-playing elements to enhance your Sabacc game. The deck is made up of a total of 98 cards, most of which are the item cards, and there are 9 separate categories, each having varying value amounts, and each category is denoted by a different color, which you can see on the back and front of every item card. So that's 72 of the cards. 20 of the cards are the bounty cards. So these are like missions that you can complete throughout your Sabacc game, also with a custom back. 3 of them are cargo cards, which each cargo card can contain several item cards with unique back. And then finally, the final 3 are the key cards, as well as the base instruction card with a little QR code that takes you to the full rule set. Okay, let's talk about how to even use this deck. So we have some base rules set up on our website, and then we have a bunch of what we're calling additional rules that you can kind of add on. The base rules allow you to choose 2 categories, and we usually recommend starting with the cheaper categories, which would be the 50 credit category and the 150 credit category, so that'd be the blue and the green categories, and get 2 random items from each of those categories for each person. So everyone starts off with 2 items at the beginning, and then you have a shop. So you'll have an item shop set up on your table off to the side and pull 3 item cards. And they can be completely random. You can choose from certain categories at the beginning and kind of slowly ramp it up. Or you can, like I said, you can shuffle the whole deck and pull completely random item cards. The second part is the bounty board. So kind of similarly to the shop, you'll shuffle up all of your bounty cards and then deal out 3 of them face up on the table, and those will be bounties that people can choose from. So now your bounty board is all set up, and you've got the full base game set up and ready to play. Now let's talk about how to integrate the Raise the Stakes deck into your regular Sabacc gameplay. So you'll just deal out your cards as normal, as per your variant. Everyone will still have the normal credit amounts, your normal buy-in, but in addition, they'll also have their item cards. So, for example, if the bet was raised to 50 credits and I didn't want to spend 50 credits, I could instead use one of my 50 credit item cards. And then that would suffice as being the wager for that turn. Now, whoever wins the pot, of course, wins all the credits, but they also win any item cards that were in the pot. This comes into play even more when you've got bounties that require specific items. So once someone has won the pot, then they'll collect all their credits and items, and then see if there are any bounties that they can collect on at that point. At the beginning, no one will have any bounties, and so they'll just collect their item card and add it to their stack of credits. So that's the only thing we do with the item cards and bounty cards during play. After each round, or after each hand, depending on how often you'd like it to happen, you can go ahead and players have the opportunity to buy new items from the shop, sell an item back to the shop for half price, or instead of buying an item, they can grab a bounty from the bounty board. When anytime someone buys an item or selects a bounty from the bounty board, just go ahead, draw a new item or bounty and flip it face up so that you have always 3 items and 3 bounties for everyone to choose from. Let's talk a little bit more about bounties now. Each bounty has the name, a fun image, and then all of the items you need to collect. So with this one, the secret recipe, you need Melu Run, blue milk, spice cartridge, and several other items. And if you have all of those items, you cash in the bounty and you get an extra, in this case, 800 credits. Now, there are bounties of varying reward amounts that require more and more difficult items. And so sometimes you might have a bounty board that's full of really difficult bounties, in which case you might elect to shuffle all of them back in and bring them out, especially if you're in the early game. But the fun thing to note is that the bounty is just an extra amount of credits that's in addition to the item value. So that's the base gameplay out of the way. There are tons of additional rules available on our website, on our blog, as well as linked in the product page of the deck. Additional rules are fun little add-ons, maybe like a video game DLC pack that you can choose to decide as you get more and more comfortable using the deck. One of them, for example, is called market fluctuations, where every turn you roll a d6, and depending on what number you roll, item values can go up or go down, stay the same, and so it adds a bit of challenge, kind of timing the market. Another fun one is factional play, where players are split up into different factions, the Pike Syndicate, the Huts, and you're trying, as you complete bounties, you're completing them for your syndicate and gaining perks, like being able to get contraband items like spice for cheaper prices if you work for the Pike Syndicate. So far, we've got 13 additional rule sets you can play with once you get comfortable with the base game. The point of building this was not so that you could add in specific additional rules. It was mostly, we created it so that you have a platform where you can come up with your own additional rule sets to bring even more spice, pun intended, to your Sabacc game. As you come up with new additional rule sets, fun ways to use the deck and play, let us know. We definitely want to keep adding rules, adding additional ideas for everyone. Add a comment to the blog post, message us, and we'll go ahead and update the blog post with new and fun ideas. This is a deck that we want to continue to evolve and get better and better as people play it more and more. We think it'll be such a fun addition, especially if you pair it with fun drinks, costumes, and the like. It will just add a whole new ambiance and experience to your already fun Sabacc night. You could check out the listing for the Raise the Stakes deck or our blog post with all of the base rules and the additional rules, as well as on the card there is the QR code that shows the link right to that blog post so that you'll have easy access to all the rules. We're so excited to release this and hope that you guys can come up with some amazing rule sets that you'll share with us, that we can all have even more fun playing Sabacc.